All right, viewers, welcome back. What we're going to do is what really went down, because the Supreme Court says that the order was delivered at about 10:45. However, for 2 hours after that, the demolition continued. The NDMC says no official order was actually given to them in terms of there was no hard copy that was given to them. I'm going to take our viewers through how the Supreme Court only just about last month on the 31st of March has enabled a system which will lead to a fast track of the message in terms of the order by a click of a button is what they're saying. Just take a look at what the Supreme Court has done. They have come together and gone for a faster delivery of justice. Now, basically, this is a process that they have put in place since last month, which means faster, fast and secure transmission of electronic records. If the order is delivered, viewers, it means it will immediately, through electronic means, be given to the parties concerned. Now, this was on March 31st. The Chief Justice of India had launched a digital platform for quick justice, because it's happened in many cases that the order takes days to reach. Then the platform to instantly send e-copies of order. So were these e-copies actually sent? The orders can be sent via a secured channel to intended parties. Now, this was launched, this digital platform was launched by the Chief Justice of India as far back as just 31st December. Was it sent? Was this communicated to the NDMC through the e-format which the Chief Justice of India had launched? Well, that needs to be investigated. But there are big questions that are being raised right now on what went down this morning. Let me take you through that. So the big questions that we are asking today, question one, viewers, is of course on what really went down at Jahangirpuri. Did the NDMC bulldoze the supreme order given by the apex court, or was it just pure procedural delay? No official communication led to procedural delay of about 2 hours' time. Now, the bulldozer timing in the riot-hit area suspect, maybe demolition drives have been carried out earlier, but it's a riot-torn area. The timing of it, a little suspect. Many are questioning that. No agenda, but due diligence by the NDMC. The NDMC says, we've taken out demolition drives in this area many times and we are doing it again. Questions are also now being asked. Why send bulldozers to a tension-torn area? There were riots here 2 days ago. Maybe you should have refrained a while, because this is going to heighten emotions. On the other hand, bulldozer, a political tool or instrument of instant justice, is a question that is being asked, especially on social media as well. And was prior notice given before demolition? Because the people on ground, the locals there, say no. Now, whether it's legal, illegal, that's a matter of investigation. That's a petition that the Supreme Court hears tomorrow. But the question is, was prior notice given before demolition? All right, these visuals that are coming in, viewers, on your television screen, AIMIM Chief Asauddin Owaisi has reached Jahangirpuri. This has become a political hotbed of sorts, and what you see on your television screen is Mr. Owaisi, who's been extremely vocal. He said this is a targeting of Muslims, especially with the bulldozers that have rolled in Jahangirpuri. He is now the second political leader to come to Jahangirpuri. In the day, you had left leader Brinda Karat, who came in with the hard copy of the petition. And now what you see on your television screen is Asauddin Owaisi, who is right now on ground zero. He is in Jahangirpuri, and we're going to try and get you those visuals. But while we continue to beam these visuals out live for our viewers, because there is palpable tension. Will political visits impact that? Well, what you can see, locals there gathering around Asauddin Owaisi, who has been extremely vocal when it comes down to what went down in terms of the bulldozer action or the NSA slap on only 5 members of the minority community. He has made it clear that as per him, this is a purported targeting of Muslims in the country, especially in Jahangirpuri. Now, why is he here? Is he going to make a political statement? We're going to continue to get you that. But he All right, he seems to be heading into his car, but we're going to get you the latest there. I want to cut across to our guest this evening, and we'll continue to beam these visuals and cut across live if he speaks at all. Asaduddin Owaisi doesn't seem he's speaking. He just went to visit the families, I gather, and okay, he is speaking to the media. Let's listen in.
क्या हो गया सर, क्या हुआ सर, क्या हुआ आपको जाना नहीं है?
हम जामा मस्जिद गए अभी जी सर, इससे आगे हमको पुलिस जाने नहीं दी। जो आज जो तुर्कमान गेट 2022 हुआ जी जी, जो सरासर जुल्म है, विजिलेंटी जस्टिस के मिसाल है जी, और बगैर नोटिस दिए इन लोगों को तोड़ना पहुंचाना, ये बिहेवियर बीजेपी का आप सरकार का है, कंडम करता हूं। और सुप्रीम कोर्ट का टाइमली स्टेटस को है, वरना तो बर्बाद हो गया। अभी तो कितने दुकानों को तोड़ दिया आपने। सवाल ये पैदा होता है कि 6-7 साल से आपकी सरकार है, जब तक आपने क्यों नहीं तोड़ा, नोटिस क्यों नहीं दिया? और आपने, जहाँ तक मुझे मालूम है, 26/11/2021 को अमित शाह ने 85,000 सम डॉलर्स रेगुलाइज किया हमने अनऑथराइज को।
Across to my colleague Milan. Milan, why is Asaduddin Owaisi there? Did he meet the families of those whose houses, establishments had been bulldozed today?
Yes, in fact, that is why Asaduddin Owaisi, the second such leader, has reached the Jahangirpuri area, because he wants to meet the families whose houses have been razed unauthorized, in an unauthorized way. We're looking at a heavy police deployment right now because of his presence. He's a member of parliament and media is not being allowed once again inside. He is, we are trying to reach inside and we are trying to speak with him. But look at that. Look at the commotion, Preeti. It's always, the police creates a commotion when we try to cover anything in Jahangirpuri, and the same thing is being done once again. There, the commotion has started and all the media personnel now want to move forward and want to speak with. This is what the police does, Preeti, when we try to cover something here. Now Asaduddin Owaisi has reached here and the entire media fraternity wants to go and speak with him. You will see in visuals now, the police force has been deployed. They're not allowing us to move.
Milan, stay with me. Let's listen in to what Asaduddin Owaisi is speaking.
करता है, ये विजिलेंटी जस्टिस कर रही है बीजेपी सरकार।
का कहना है कि उन्होंने पूरे कानून के तहत कार्रवाई की।
कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की। बीजेपी के नेताओं ने लेटर लिखा, मेयर ने कहा कि अपराधी हैं, इनका घर तोड़ देंगे। घर तोड़ दिया आपने, उनका कारोबार तोड़ा।
लोग परेशान हैं, यहाँ पर लोग परेशान हैं।
लोग ने उनका रोजी छीन लिया, आपने रोटी छीन ली उनके हाथ से आपने। गलत हुआ ये। अब कल बताएंगे।
दोनों ही पक्षों की ओवैसी साहब एक।
All right, Asaduddin Owaisi right now at Jahangirpuri. What I'm going to do is, I want to cut across to our political guests and our panelists this evening, and we're going to continue to cut across to ground zero. Sanjay Hegde, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, joins us. Vishnu Jain, Advocate, Supreme Court, in the studio with me. Pooja Suri, spokesperson, Delhi Bharatiya Janata Party. Akshay Marathe, spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. In principle, Pooja Suri, I want to ask you, does the Bharatiya Janata Party, because there are multiple opinion, multiple posts coming in from your outfit, does in principle the BJP support what went down in Jahangirpuri this morning?
First of all, I would like to pinpoint a thing that opposition should not have antagonistic and subjective approach to whatever incident has happened today. The main thing is that what MCD Mayor has been telling since morning, that it was one of the routine demolition drives, and the encroachment in the area was too much, where all the rioters had been keeping the armed ammunition and they had been hiding there and creating ruckus. So that was another issue, that was the 5th or 6th drive, in the routine. And on 11th of April also they had initiated the same drive. But today, after all this, what has happened, it has been painted in the political color. So my request to everyone would be that it should not be seen as a political move, but it should be seen as something for the national interest, where there is an initiative, where there is an effort to remove the illegal activities as well as the encroachments in the area where these rioters have been doing all the unlawful things. Second of all, I would also say that many of the illegal immigrants like Rohingya Muslims or Bangladeshi Muslims have also made it as their home. And Aam Aadmi Party CM and CM of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, has been harboring all these illegal immigrants by providing them all the freebies, free electricity, free water, free rationing, free making of the ration cards, as well as giving them cash also to the extent of 10,000 a family, and how their MLAs, Manatullah Khan and the others, have been encouraging them to be their vote bank, so that whenever the time comes, they do the politics of appeasement and petty politics. So today, when it has, something has happened like that, they all want to relate it to, the political agenda. Where were they when the riots were taking place? Where were they when it happened in Delhi 2020 riots? Where were they? Why was not there any voice raised at that time when these people were given shelter? Why was no voice raised?
Who are these people?
When they were
Ms.
pelting
Suri,
stones on the procession?
elucidate, who are these people?
See, madam, that's what I'm telling you. These are all the writers. When I say writers, I don't specify any particular community. No culprit should be spared. That's what I always have been maintaining. And my party has taken a firm stand on that. No one who is culprit should be spared. Only thing is, what we are insisting is that in garb of this encroachments, no illegal activity should flourish. No unlawful things should take place. So that is why
there are a couple questions that need to be raised. I'm going to come right back to them. One, primarily, the encroachments have always been there. Isn't the timing suspect? We'll come back to that. But Akshay Marathe, you want to answer? Go ahead, sir. Akshay, you're on mute. Unmute yourself, please.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Preeti, I think all of us need to understand that the entire country is on a boiling pot right now, with the BJP sponsoring, promoting communal riots and encouraging this kind of drama across the country. Today, by doing the bulldozer drama to cover up its role, they want us to forget that it is the BJP that is responsible for orchestrating both the 2020 riots in Delhi and the 2022 riots in Delhi. What the Aam Aadmi Party is saying today is that if bulldozer justice is the way forward, then the first bulldozer should be run over the BJP headquarters and Home Minister Amit Shah's headquarters, who is responsible for orchestrating these riots. Number two, in the last 8 years, it is the BJP that has been responsible for border protection, for ensuring that no illegal immigrants come into the country. It is the BJP that is responsible for internal security and law and order. Today, they are suddenly claiming that there are illegal immigrants who are doing this. And the question is, who has settled these illegal immigrants? Has it not been the BJP who is responsible for settling these illegal immigrants? The last 15 years, the MCD has been run by the BJP. All illegal encroachments in Delhi have been done under the blessings of the BJP leadership who has been running the MCD in Delhi. So the question is, why has the BJP taken 15 long years to suddenly start this anti-encroachment drive? Why haven't they taken any action and bulldozed the homes of those officers and those BJP leaders who allowed these encroachments to come up in the first place? These are the questions that the BJP needs to answer today. Instead of doing this drama that they are doing, I want the BJP spokesperson to answer what steps have been taken in the last 8 years to stop illegal encroachments, and what steps have been taken to stop the illegal immigration.
Madam, go one by one. Nobody interrupted you. Let him speak, please. Mr. Marathe, go ahead.
I want the BJP leadership today to answer these questions in front of the people. What steps have the BJP leadership taken to stop illegal encroachment? Number one, to stop illegal immigration. Number two, and number three, what steps are being taken to stop the communal violence right now? No BJP leader is interested in stopping the communal violence. All they're interested in doing is becoming a party of goons and thugs and going around the country, destroying things, destroying property, trying to break the peace of this country. Not a single Indian citizen today wants to see communal violence. We don't want to live in this kind of environment. It is only and only the BJP that wants this. And that's why we are saying run a bulldozer over the BJP head office, and I can guarantee in 2 minutes all the riots will stop.
All right, we're going to try and cut across to Sanjay Hegde as well, but there are, various legal ways to look at what has gone down. In the studio with me is also Vishnu Jain. He's an advocate of the Supreme Court. And Vishnu, I believe you feel what went down was right because 2 hours of notice, the order came in at 10:45, 12:30 is when the demolition ended. So what really went down?
See, Preeti, as an advocate on record of the Supreme Court, I would like to say, and I would like to make this statement, that it is a settled proposition of law that no one can be deprived of his property except by procedure established by law. Everyone has a right to property under Article 300A. And let me also tell you that there has been a lot of orders passed by the Honorable Supreme Court. And let me tell you the writ petition number, it's writ petition number 4677 of 1985, where the Supreme Court has time and again passed various orders, and because of which there has been a seal-in drive which has been carried out in Delhi NCR. Now the point is this, whether the action of the government is justified, whether the backdrop of these actions is whether the basis of this action is because of the judgments passed by the Supreme Court, whether the action is justified by virtue of section 343, 345 and 347 of the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act, all these things is for the government to justify. Tomorrow the matter is to be heard by a bench of Honorable Supreme Court as well as before the Delhi High Court. So I feel that the central government as well as the NDMC will justify their stand and their actions and the reason for which these actions have been taken today before the High Court and the Supreme Court. But let me tell you, so far as these actions are concerned and so far as these illegal encroachments are concerned, if there is an illegal encroachment, then it has to be demolished, it has to be taken out. And there are many instances in the past where these things have been done. So the point is, what is the need? My friend, I was hearing my colleague of Aam Aadmi Party who had made a point that the country is at the boiling point. But I would like to also draw his attention to
Sir,
that.
keep your argument limited to the legal purview. Don't make a political point.
No, I'm not making a political point. I am just saying that when he's saying country is at the boiling point, so I am saying the judiciary of this country is looking into it. The matter is pending in the Supreme Court. Tomorrow the matter is to be heard. So let us see if the government is able to justify their stand before the Supreme Court and the High Court or not.
Well, what went down today, Akshay Marathe? For 2 hours, the Supreme Court gave an order, but it wasn't implemented or accepted for 2 hours running.
No, look, this is clear that the BJP doesn't believe in the rule of law. The BJP has forgotten that there is a constitution. It has forgotten that we run on some kind of rule of law, justice and democratic principles. So I'm not at all surprised that the BJP refused to follow the Supreme Court's order. It has always violated laws and judicial decisions. But the question is that why has this happened today? The reason that this has happened today is because the BJP wants to encourage violence in the country. It wants to promote a feeling of distrust and a feeling of, communal enmity between communities. And only the BJP is responsible for this kind of event to take place. And I really want to, ask the people of India also that is this the reason that the people voted for the BJP? Is this why 8 years ago they were given a mandate? They were given a mandate for actually improving things. They were given a mandate for giving jobs to people, for improving the economic prosperity, mobility of people of India. As a young person today, I feel extremely depressed and concerned that the trajectory the country is taking today as a result of the BJP's behavior is extremely, extremely sad. This is not the country that any Indian wants to live in. This kind of daily violence, daily level of hate and communal tension that we are seeing in the country is extremely disturbing. And the BJP, which has become a party of goons and thugs, is solely responsible for that.
Ms. Suri wanted to respond. Go ahead.
Yeah, Madam, first of all, I would like to answer Mr. Marathe to his use of words of bulldozing BJP headquarters. Mr. Marathe, you need to bulldoze on your dirty mindset and your petty politics, number one. Number two, when you talk about the government's responsibility for the national security, let me remind you, if you have short memory, that BJP only, the central government, had come up with the law of CAA, which you all collected together and you protested like anything to thin nail, as if it was something, totally against the country. whereas it was totally for the security of country and to avoid this kind
It's
of
debatable,
situation
madam.
of illegal
The issue is in
immigration.
court. Ms. Pooja Suri, let's not make sweeping statement. That issue is in court.
No. It's not gone, ma'am. It's not gone. It is very much related to the
Madam,
same.
there are multiple
because Mr.
petitions
Marathe
attached.
has asked me
Madam, there are
that
multiple
why, what
petitions.
central government has
I have
done.
somebody
Madam,
who's
let me
right
tell you,
leaning, who's
central
sitting right
government
next to me.
came up
Jamaat-ul
with the
Hind has
law
filed a
CAA.
petition.
Madam, 1 second, calm down, don't scream. Don't scream, calm down. 1 second, madam, calm down, relax, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. There are multiple petitions regarding that. There is a right-leaning advocate sitting right next to me. Let him educate you. Let him educate you. Go ahead, sir.
There are petitions, you are absolutely right, Preeti, that there are 2 petitions which are pending in the Supreme Court, and tomorrow the matter is to be heard again by a bench of
All right,
Honorable
okay,
Chief Justice.
madam, let's be civil. Akshay Marathe, please respond. 1 minute, I'm going into a break. Can I just get Akshay Marathe, put the fader down for Ms. Pooja Suri. Go ahead, Akshay Marathe, respond.
Look, the question is today that if the BJP is alleging that there are illegal migrants who are causing this kind of violence, then for 8 years, who was responsible for border security? They're raising this hullabaloo of CAA. The CAA issue was brought in 2019. For 5 years, you were responsible for ensuring that the borders of the country are secure. Clearly, the BJP has failed. It's an incompetent government. They have not been able to protect the country. They have not been able to stop
Pooja
illegal
Suri,
immigration.
30 seconds, respond, and I want to close the bulletin.
Stop, madam, let me give a chance to answer him.
I just did. 30 seconds. Respond, madam.
You are not giving me a chance to speak.
I just
It is not
did.
fair. You are not giving me a chance to speak, madam.
I just did.
No, you just interrupted and you again gave Mr. Marathe to speak. Let me finish what I want to say.
Madam, go ahead. Please speak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me complete. So I was talking about CAA, how it was orchestrated at Shaheen Bagh and later it resulted at Delhi Riots. So Delhi Riots, how Amanatullah Khan and how Tahir Hussain, the MLA and councillor of Aam Aadmi Party, were involved. It is nobody, it is the whole nation knows about it. And similar thing has happened.
Madam, you're making
recently.
sweeping statements. Till now, even the Delhi police hasn't been able to prove whether the CAA protest led to the Delhi riots. These are sweeping statements. Please avoid making these statements on national television.
Madam, Amanatullah Khan ke against there is an FIR lodged. Let me
I'm going to just close the show. I appreciate all of you for joining us, and there's only one humble plea to all our panelists there who joined us this evening, that you're representing parties. It's a position of great honor, I'm sure, and responsibility. Please make statements that are factually correct. A quick break to stay with us. On the other side is Rahul Kabal.